Again, it's his 6th catch and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down at the 47-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's still barreling through. And the Eagles are going to get the... at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. In motion left comes Brown. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing again on second down.
Hurts throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on second and 10.
Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Now a toss right to Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw here. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 70 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Steps away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll set up a throw.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 4th of the game. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Conversion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Over the middle to Smith. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Sidney Brown on the cover.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Olave over the middle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Travis.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Sidney Brown.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Off play action. Travis.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Travis.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. First and 10. Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down.
Here comes second down.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Connects with Duvernay.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
This is first and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a save.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Isaiah Foskey
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for New Orleans, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father made way for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm done. My bag on down. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm inside, that's word to my mama tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Grew for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag, and as big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter, I feel like a cider. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach get all tired, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, Young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let you